Alright, so I'm just going to take a quick look at this little program, Chaser Lights, which is on my little baby Arduino there. So basically the idea is that each one of those LEDs there lights up in turn and then goes back again the other way, and it just loops and loops until I tell it to stop. So basically they're all set up on channels 2 through to 9, and in the code they're all set to output, so there's juice flowing along to there, and then each pin output is traveling through a 220 ohm resistor into the positive side of the LED, making it light in turn according to the program, which is just there. I'll have a look at it in a minute. So yeah, continuing the circuit through, we've got the positive juice going from there, those pins going in there and going through those 220 ohm resistors. As I said, positive side of the LED, the long leg, the one that's a bit bent, looks like somebody's knee's bent, and then obviously turning on the LED, and then coming out the negative side, you can see that negative blue rail at the back there, and finishing up on ground right there. So that's the circuit. In terms of the software in Arduino, let's just scroll up a little bit. So yeah, total pins 8, and then there's a little array just declaring the pins 2 through to 9. As I said, over here we have pins 2 through to 9, and they all need to be set as output. So in the setup bit of code there, line 4 through 8, there's just a little loop which is setting each of those pins to output. And then down below we've got the actual loops which make the lights go on and off. So the first loop works from 0 up to 8. So you can see pins total is 8, so I plus increments. And turns them high. That basically means voltage is sent to each one of those pins in turn as we loop through the count. There's a delay of 100 milliseconds, and then the pins hit low, which basically turns them off again. So that'll take us through the first cycle, and then going back again, no major surprise to see a decrement, I minus, okay, which is going to take us from going back down the other way, and the rest of it's a very similar bit of code. After all that, I'm using the Arduino software, by the way, and this is based on a little practice circuit from our good friends, well, not my good friends actually, I don't even know them, I was being showbiz, Fritzing anyway. So cool, let's see if it works. Let's have a look. So hopefully when I hit that, and send it through that little cable there, received, and off we go. Cool, works. Excellent stuff. So basically that bit of code there in the Arduino IDE, nice lightweight IDE, is going through that little A to B US cable there, and it gets loaded onto that microprocessor there, and it does what it's supposed to do. Happy days. So I think the next thing I'm actually going to do, I've got a little battery pack, so I'm going to see if I can actually load the code up onto the Arduino and then completely disconnect it from the computer. Obviously it needs power though, so I have a little battery pack that I'm going to wire up and see if I can get that on the go. Cool. Ciao, ciao.